We are back. We just blew up a tank. Do you remember that?
I do remember that. Yeah. And
so,
then we got some chick by saying that we blew up a tank.
yes, Meryl is very impressed we blew up a tank. And now we are trying to find the scientist who developed Metal Gear. And see if you can give us some information.
Alright.
And this area has an annoying gimmick to it.
What gimmick is that?
Be careful. You absolutely must not use weapons in
That.
that area.
I've already programmed the nanomachine so that he won't be able to, Colonel.
What? What are you talking about?
Have you forgotten? That's where they keep the nuclear warheads. Can't you see them?
Yeah, there's lots of boxes piled up here, but are they all warheads? Yes, they're all dismantled warheads. They just leave them here? It's like President Baker said. Totally careless. They're working on a limited budget. They try to put on a pretty face for the media, but this is the grim reality of it. Nastasha knows lots more about it than I do.
All of the warheads in those boxes have had their detonation mechanisms removed, so there's no fear of them exploding. But if the warheads are broken, they might leak plutonium, and that would be a serious problem.
Snake, never use your weapon on that floor.
Yeah, it's super weird that they can just make it so you can't use a gun. Like, I get the gameplay thing. It's just weird Naomi can do that to us. I feel like if this was
there's
on...
a lot of weird stuff about this game.
That's very true. Very weird science.
Yeah.
I feel like if this wasn't like on the PS1 and it was on like a later console, maybe they would have done a thing where like if you used your gun, it could cause an explosion and be like a gameplay thing, like automatic game over. But there might have just been like too limited in the technology to do that. I don't know. It's just weird. But honestly, it doesn't really matter that much. You don't really use guns that much in stealth. Like they're not that important. Like they're nice, but I like breaking dudes' necks.
Does he actually break the neck, or does he just put them to sleep?
No, he snaps their neck. They're dead. They're out of here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, can you show me?
I can.
Oh, he does! Oh, there's even a click right there. Wow.
Yeah.
I never noticed
the noise
that.
that makes hilarious too.
I thought he was just choking them out and that was it.
Nope, they're not going to sleep.
Oh, this is brutal.
Yeah. So I know you were someone interested in the nuclear commentary from last episode. So I
Yes.
called Nastasha a bunch because she gives us a lot of info about nukes. And I'm going to put that to side videos, but I left like 2 minutes of them in here for you. Just
Okay.
for educational purposes.
Well, thank you.
The first one just kind of repeats what Naomi told us, but the others are more interesting.
Nuclear weapons contain plutonium. Most of the radiation emitted by plutonium isotopes consists of alpha rays. The ionization effects are strong, but if they are kept in containers, there is no danger of exposure. But if plutonium enters the body through breathing or other contact, it is quickly absorbed into the bones and internal organs. After that, there is no way to remove it. Once that happens, the victim will be constantly exposed to it, and just one millionth of a gram of plutonium can cause cancer. That is why a plutonium leak is such a serious danger. Make sure you do not use your gun anywhere near there. Scientists are currently using gene therapy to try and create a microorganism capable of breaking down plutonium, but they have not yet had any success.
The plutonium version of bioradiation, huh? Instead of processing, what about reusing it? I thought that they were working on using dismantled plutonium for civilian applications.
For a time, it looked like there was going to be international cooperation for that. But unfortunately, there was too much mutual suspicion and it all fell apart. The signing of START was a step in the right direction, but it created a flood of dismantled plutonium. Disposing of that plutonium...
It's just so weird these conversations are just like in a 1998 video game. Like just picturing these conversations in like any other game at the time, and it's super weird.
Well, the Cold War did just end. What was it, 89 is when the Berlin Wall fell? So,
this is like
it does make a little bit of sense.
I'm just like imagining these in like Resident Evil 2 or Tekken or Ocarina of Time or Banjo-Kazooie. It's just super weird.
That is true. That is true. But it's like that nice little backstory where the extras, instead of having the extras in the main menu, they have it
Yeah,
buried
you just
in
call
the game
people
somewhere.
for tons of information. This guy's peeing, and he's got a little weird sensor. So I had to kill him.
Was that steam coming out of his?
It's very cold in Alaska. I'm just gonna assume that affects it. I don't know. The urine's warmer than the air, so I'm guessing.
Does Natasha know anything about the physics behind peeing?
I need to call Campbell about that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Naomi is a scientist, so she'd probably know.
Oh, yeah.
That's got to be one of the crappiest ways to go. Your neck broken while peeing.
I don't know if it really matters what you're doing when your neck gets broken. If your neck gets broken, like...
I'm just saying I wouldn't want to go with everything just flopping around with my pants undone.
Yeah, I guess it is a little embarrassing. I'll give you that.
Picked up a new item, which we need, but I went back here first before they told us we need it, because save some time.
Mm-hmm. Who is that?
That's the guy we're looking for.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Good thing this is a
very
video
close
game.
by. Man, they're pulling out all the stops. Electrified floor and gas.
Yeah, they really don't want us getting across.
Snake, watch out. That is filled with gas. It's electrified. First, destroy the high voltage switch. It's the switchboard on the northwest wall.
But how? I can't reach it.
Use a remote-controlled missile.
Oh, is that what those Akita launchers are that you picked up?
Yep. You might
Yeah.
recognize these from Smash Bros.
You know what? Now that you say it, I do.
Yeah, you can look at them in third-person view or first-person, but first-person's a lot easier to steer. They're fun. Remote-controlled missiles are cool. It's a cool toy to play with.
Now, if you're really bad at this part of the game and you use all 10 missiles, what happens? You just lose?
Item boxes respawn, so I'm assuming you can like go back upstairs and grab some more missiles. I don't know exactly how like the time span it takes a chef to respawn, but it's not that long.
Okay.
It's a good question.
Well, thank you. Oh, you're pulling out the gun.
There's some little Easter Island head here for some reason. There's this little reference to Gradius, another Konami series where it's just like a little space shooter, shoot 'em up, and they have Moai heads there for some reason in that game. Even though they're in space, it's weird.
Alright, I guess it makes sense. You might have mentioned this before, but what happens if we actually get detected by a camera
It's an
as
alert.
people are dying in the background?
It's an alert,
So
and some of them
back
shoot at
there,
you.
does it matter?
Well, here it won't matter because there's no guards. You just get shot at because these cameras have guns on them. Also, I'm leaving.
Oh.
I don't like those guys dying.
How
Now, this
do
door
you
it says
know?
Howl's Lab, keep out. That may be a reference to Howl's Lab, the kind of Nintendo developer who made like Kirby and other games, and possibly a reference to Masahiro Sakurai, the creator of Super Smash Bros., who is friends with Kojima.
It looks like they were cut by some type of blade.
He needed all 180 of his IQ points for that one. The world's greatest detective.
180 IQ. Maybe it's a good thing this game was made in 1990 and the graphics weren't that great.
Well, there was that remake I don't want to mention because it sucks, but that game's very gory.
Yeah, I can believe that.
You ready to fight a robot ninja?
I'm ready to watch you fight a robot ninja.
Well, this is actually very helpful because we only have a level 3 card, and this door is a level 4, so thanks for helping us out, Ninja. We would have had to turn back.
Stealth camouflage? Who are you?
Where is my friend?
What? What are you talking about? Oh, what next?
Snake.
You're that ninja.
I've been waiting for you, Snake.
Who are you?
Neither enemy nor friend. I am back from a world where such words are meaningless. I've removed all obstacles. Now you and I will battle to the death.
What do you want?
I've waited a long time for this day. Now I want to enjoy the moment.
What's with these guys? It's like one of my Japanese animes.
I've come from another world to do battle with you.
What is it, revenge?
It is nothing so trivial as revenge. A fight to the death with you. Only in that can my soul find respite. I will do you, or you will kill me. It makes no difference. Fine. He can watch from inside there.
I need that man. Keep your hands off him.
Now, make me feel it. Make me feel alive again.
I agree with the scientist. This is very anime. I feel like this fight kind of marks like a turning point where like the game was pretty grounded before this, with the exception of when the ninja appeared earlier, cut off Ocelot's hand. Like the beginning of this game is pretty grounded, and then things will get a lot more ridiculous after this point. So guns didn't work. Maybe explosions we can get them. Nope, he just warps out of it.
Oh,
This
he
guy's a tough one.
teleports too.
Yeah, you can like turn invisible and teleport. Let's call it. This guy seems tough. What do you got, Master?
He's just playing.
Alright.
Why don't you try throwing away your weapons?
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna call someone else.
Well,
I don't want to use my fist
Huh.
versus this guy.
If you have a question about members of Foxhound, you should ask Naomi.
I'm sorry, but there's no one in Foxhound like that. There are currently only 6 members. Psycho Mantis, Sniper Wolf, Balkan Raven, Decoy Octopus, Revolver Ocelot, and finally with Snake. The genome soldiers under his command are next generation special forces. Foxhound is intended to be a small number of highly elite.
This isn't answering my question at all.
so yeah, we don't need a roster of Foxhound.
Yes.
No, I'm asking about a ninja.
We just need to know how to kill this ninja.
That thing, enemy or not? That's what I'd like to know.
Naomi, you really don't have any idea?
Maybe I should ask you the same thing.
What?
Nothing. Forget about it.
Well, that was a super weird conversation.
Yeah, it's not really a great conversation to have in the middle of the fight.
Look
But
at
alright.
him move. He must have some kind of powered exoskeleton.
Powered exoskeleton? You mean like prosthetic arms and legs?
No, prosthetics are intended to replace original body parts. That ninja's exoskeleton makes him far stronger than any normal man. He is a true cyborg, a cybernetic organism.
So he's half machine, huh?
I heard rumors about the experiments, but I had no idea that such a creature really existed.
Do we need a trap grenades? Is that what that means?
Ooh, you're actually onto something. But Miller was somehow the most right.
Miller?
Yep.
Just hit him with your fist?
Yep.
Hit the guy with the sword with your fist?
Hand to hand. It is the basis of all
No.
combat. Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon.
He just wants an honorable duel.
Attaboy, Miller.
I don't know how punching the guy made out of metal is a good plan. But somehow Snake doesn't break his hands. So I like this fight.
Nice.
It's pretty good. I feel like he has slightly too much health.
Okay. What
it's
are
still-
any of the
still pretty
special mechanics of this fight?
Well, that's the nice thing
Hold
about it.
knife
There's
in
a
your
couple
weapon.
different phases to it. This first one, he just kind of like flips around and there's a goofy spin kick. And you're right about chaff grenades. They really mess him up.
Oh, did he just sit there?
Yeah, like it just like spazzes out, and, like electricity appears, so you get some free hits on him from chaff grenades. But if you use too many, he gets mad and takes out his sword again and hits you with it. Because I guess if you're playing dirty, he can use his sword too. The flips look kind of goofy, but I like the interactivity of the objects, like the papers flying around the desk and stuff.
You said there were multiple levels to this fight?
What?
You said there were multiple levels to this fight?
Yeah, he's about to switch up his tactics, which... here he goes.
Hurry up and catch me.
I'll turn invisible here, and I feel like that kind of goes against the honorable fistfight to the death thing this guy was going for. But sure, why not? You can just use thermal goggles to find him, though it's still kind of tough. He just kind of stands in place, and if you take too long to find him, he'll run at you, still invisible, and probably hit you.
Do you have to use the thermal goggles to find them? Or you
No,
can
it just makes it
kinda look-
easier.
I've been waiting for this pain.
This guy's kind of gross.
Let's see.
So now he just walks slowly towards you, and like warps some when you get near him, and gives like a big punch that does a lot of damage.
How much damage? Are you gonna show that off?
No.
Oh.
I think on like harder difficulties, I think it's like an instant kill, but it just probably does like half or something if your life bar. I don't know. But the trick is
holy
don't
cow.
commit to the punch kick, because then he'll just warp out of your way and then hit you. So just throw like one punch. This guy's so gross. That's another annoying thing is he's kind of gets like locked in that kneeling pose after you hit him once. So if you don't land the full 3 hits, it just kind of drags the fight out for even longer.
Oh,
But I still like the fight.
that's good.
I just wish he didn't crouch so often. Just you can't hit him during that.
Man, this guy's intense.
He's got a lot going on.
No kidding.
And then this last phase is super weird. His health's empty, but he gets like this blue shield thing, and now you can shoot him. But it's very
You
weird.
just have to shoot him once?
You gotta shoot him 3 times.
Doesn't matter if he's done or...
Nah. But that's it. Cool fight. Ninjas are cool.
I felt that snake. Do you remember me now?
Can't be. You were killed in Zanzibar. What? Not again. What's happening?
Losing myself.
Is it over?
Gray Fox. Colonel, that ninja is Gray Fox. No doubt about it.
Ridiculous. You of all people should know he died in Zanzibar.
No. He should have died, but he didn't.
What?
It happened before I joined Foxhound's medical staff. They were using a soldier for their gene therapy experiments.
I never heard that.
It happened right after you retired. My predecessor, Dr. Clark, was in charge.
Dr. Clark.
Yes, he started the gene therapy project.
And where is he now?
He was killed in an explosion in his lab 2 years ago.
So what about this soldier?
Apparently, for their test subject, they decided to use the body of a soldier who was recovered after the fall of Zanzibar.
And that was Gray Fox.
But he was already dead.
Yes, but they revived him. They fitted him with a prototype exoskeleton and kept him drugged for 4 years while they experimented on him like a plaything. Today's genome soldiers were born from those experiments.
That's the sickest thing I ever heard.
They used him to test all sorts of gene therapy techniques.
Naomi, why didn't you tell us about this sooner?
Because it's confidential information.
Is that the only reason?
Naomi, what happened to Gray Fox after that?
The record says he died in the explosion.
I see. But even if that ninja is Gray Fox, the question is, why?
From what I could tell, he didn't know who he was.
Are you saying that he's just a mindless robot?
I'm not sure, but he seems intent on fighting me to the death. We'll meet again. I know it.
So you'll fight again? Until you kill him?
I'd rather not. But maybe that's what he wants.
How long are you gonna stay in there?
Huh? Are you one of them?
No, I'm not. I always work alone.
Alone? Are you an otaku too?
Come on, get out. We can't stay here forever.
Your uniform is different than theirs.
You're the Metal Chief Engineer, Hal Emmerich, right?
You know me?
I heard about you from Meryl.
Oh, so you're here to rescue me?
Sorry, but no. There's something that I've got to do first.
Oh, well, it's them.
Huh. Are you hurt?
I'm okay. I just twisted my ankle a little bit trying to get away.
Well, if that's all, it's nothing to worry about. I want to ask you something. I need information about Metal Gear.
Huh? Metal Gear?
Yeah. What's Metal Gear really designed for?
It's a mobile TMD. It's designed to down nuclear missiles. Only for defensive purposes, of course.
Fire! I already know that Metal Gear is nothing but a nuclear-equipped walking deathmobile.
Nuclear? What are you talking about?
The terrorists are planning to use Metal Gear to launch a nuclear missile. You telling me you didn't know?
They're gonna put a dismantled warhead into Metal Gear's TMD missile module?
Wrong. From the beginning, the purpose of this exercise was to test Metal Gear's nuclear launch capability using a dummy nuclear warhead. The terrorists are just continuing the work you started.
No, you're wrong.
I heard it directly from your boss, Baker.
No. A nuclear missile on Rex?
So you really didn't know?
No. All the armament was built by a separate department, and the President personally supervised the final assembly of the main unit.
President Baker?
Yeah. I was never told exactly what they armed Rex with. I only know it's equipped with a Vulcan cannon, a laser, and a railgun.
A railgun, you said?
Yeah. It uses magnets to fire bullets at extremely high velocities. The technology was originally developed for the SDI system and later scrapped. We were successful in miniaturizing it, in a joint venture between Arms Tech and Rivermore National Labs. The railgun is on Rex's right arm.
Metal Gear's main function is to launch nuclear missiles. You sure you're not forgetting something?
It's true that Metal Gear has a missile module on his back that can carry up to 8 missiles, but are you saying it was originally meant to carry nuclear missiles?
Yeah, but that's not all I think. If Metal Gear fired only standard nuclear missiles, then they should already have all the practical data they need.
No. Could it be? Metal Gear's co-developer, Rivermore National Labs, was working on a new type of nuclear weapon. They were using NOVA and NIF laser nuclear fusion testing equipment and supercomputers.
So they developed a new type of nuclear weapon in a VR testing lab, huh?
Yes, but you can't use virtual data on a battlefield. They would need actual launch data. These are some of the supercomputers. If you link these, you can test everything in a virtual environment. But it's all just theoretical.
So this exercise was designed to test the real thing.
What did our president do? If the terrorists launched that thing... Damn! Damn! I'm such a fool. It's all my fault. The truth is, my grandfather was part of the Manhattan Project. He suffered with the guilt for the rest of his life. And my father, he was born on August 6th, 1945.
The day of the Hiroshima bomb. God's got a sense of humor, all right.
I feel like that's not his dad's fault. Like, just because he was born on that day doesn't mean he's a bad guy, like the other two.
No.
That doesn't mean he made any horrible weapons.
I used to think that I could use science to help mankind. But the one that wound up getting used was me. Using science to help mankind, it's just in the movies.
That's enough crying. Pull yourself together. Where is Metal Gear? Where on this base are they keeping it?
Dude, Snake does not have the patience for this fool.
Rex is in the underground maintenance base.
Where's that?
North of the communications tower, but it's a long way there.
The emergency override system for the detonation code is there too?
Yeah, in the maintenance base control room. You'd better hurry. If they were planning a launch from the start, then their ballistic program is probably finished. And since they haven't called for me in a few hours, they must not need me. In other words, they might be ready to launch.
Meryl's got the detonation code override keys. We'll link up with her.
If we can't override the launch, we'll have to destroy Rex. I'll show you the way.
On that leg of yours, you'll just down.
You'll need me if you're gonna Rex.
I don't need you. I just need your brain.
I created Rex. It's my right, my duty to destroy him.
If you get a chance, try to escape. When the coast is clear, I'll contact you by codec.
How am I to escape from an island?
Okay.
So what then?
I want you to hide somewhere and keep me informed. You know this place well, don't you?
Of course I do. And don't worry, I've got this. It's the same stealth technology as the Ninja. Foxhound was gonna use them, but with this I'll be fine. Bad leg and all.
Good. But I want Meryl to watch after you too.
Meryl, the engineer's okay.
That's a relief.
I want you to look after him. Where are you now?
Very close.
There she is! Over there!
Oh no! Damn, they've spotted me.
Meryl, what happened?
Something's wrong.
Did you hear something? Wasn't that some kind of music?
What did she look like?
She was wearing the same green uniform as the terrorists.
A disguise?
She had such a cute way of walking. She kind of wiggles her behind.
You were really looking.
Well, she's got a very cute behind.
Way of walking, huh?
If she's disguised as the enemy, you'll have to contact her when she's alone, huh? There's only one place where we can be sure she's by herself.
Where's that?
Don't be so dense. Here, use this security card. It's security level 4.
You're not in pain, are you?
Huh?
You feel okay? Nothing bothering you?
What's wrong? Getting all friendly all of a sudden.
No, nothing. I'm glad you're okay.
You're strange.
I'm a little nervous. Everyone else I've saved suddenly dies.
You're bad luck.
Forget it, Doctor.
Call me Otacon.
Otacon?
It stands for Otaku Convention. An otaku's a guy like me who likes Japan.
Oh, this cutscene's still going? We gotta talk about this.
Wow,
successfully make bipedal robots.
I don't know how relevant this is the story, but
And Japanese cartoons played some part in that?
They did. I didn't get into
Otacon saw
science
cool
until
robots
weapons.
in Japanese animation, so then he wanted to make cool robots. That's his story.
I became a scientist because I wanted to make robots like the ones in the Japanese animes.
good for him.
Just sounds like a childish excuse to me.
You're right. We have to take responsibility. Science has always thrived on war. Greatest weapons of mass destruction were created by scientists who wanted to be famous. But that's all over now. I won't take part in murder anymore.
Whatever. All I want from you is information.
Sure. I know everything about this whole base. Ask me anything about Rex or about this place. Also, with this stealth camouflage, I can sneak in and out of the armory and mess hall. If you need ammo or rations, just tell me and I'll bring them to you. I'm on frequency 141.12. See you later.
We fought Revolver Ocelot. He's still alive. He got his hand cut off. And the ninja was not a member of Foxhound, but we defeated him. And then we fought Vulcan Raven in a tank. But they're all still alive as of right now.
I entered MIT instead of Princeton or Vassar like my friends. I wanted to do applied physics, not just theoretical stuff.
I'm just trying to save. I don't want more cutscenes.
The Soliton radar system or the Codex system.
No, I actually like this
I just wanted
conversation
to
now.
make something that would be useful for people. I think that it was the same for Dr. Emmerich too. But he was used like a tool. Used to make a horrible killing machine. Maybe it would be better if engineers like us just stopped making things. I don't know.
So Otacon, cool guy or not?
I'm gonna say no.
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 Just because he peed his pants and hid in a locker and hurt his ankle and made robots because he
Yeah,
likes
hurt his ankle
anime.
trying to get away. Hurt his ankle moving like 4 feet.
Yeah. The reason they did that was apparently the original vision for the character was like a big fat guy who's like always eating a chocolate bar, and then they redesigned him like a slim guy, but they wanted him to not be able to move around well, so they made him hurt his
Good
ankle.
call. Yeah, I think it's a good call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
I wouldn't say he's a bad evil person. He's just not what I would describe as a cruel person.
I mean, it was nice that he wasn't like, no, I made a cool robot, I'm good. He like, as soon as Snake told him what Metal Gear was, he was like, oh no, what have I done? And felt terrible about it.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
His cutscene's very long though. Like after all the Gray Fox stuff, you're not expecting another long cutscene meeting a new character. You're like hyped up from that, and you gotta like calm down.
All right. Gray Fox is not Big Boss, or is Big Boss?
No, those are two separate characters.
Okay.
But they are the two. Them and Snake are the only characters from the original Metal Gear that like ever come back to do things like the previous games.
Okay. So, who?
Well, Campbell and Miller were in Metal Gear 2, Solid Snake, and so was Gray Fox and Snake and Big Boss, and then Big Boss and Gray Fox and Solid Snake were in Metal Gear 1, and then no one else from those games ever appeared again.
Okay.
So that's why there's all the history with Gray Fox and stuff.
So, was Big Boss the leader of Foxhound when Snake and Gray Fox were both in there? And Gray
Yes.
Fox and Snake were like competitors, or?
Snake will talk about their relationship later, but yes, that's basically it. Yeah,
Okay.
they're in Foxhound together.
Gotcha. Okay.